on here.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Roy with Clemes of Clemes.
And where are you from, Roy?
We're from Pinole, California.
Where?
Pinole, P-I-N-O-L-E, California.
Where is that?
It's about 20 miles north and east of San Francisco.
Oh, okay, cool. And you are doing hand carding.
Yes.
So I'm very, very new to fiber. I just got a fleece. I cleaned it.
Okay.
And now this is the next step where you align the fibers, right?
Correct.
Okay. And this is called hand carding because you're doing it mostly by hand.
That's right.
All by hand.
All by hand.
And the purpose of hand carding is to align the fibers so that when you spin,
see everything is going in the same direction here, and that's something that's hand spinnable.
Right, because if you don't do this, then
you really can't spin it.
Because it's all bunched up and you just really don't have. Okay. Yeah. So
there we go.
There. So and then now you just pull it
right off the end, or you can keep going. You can
do much more. Yeah. Now the wool, when you card it either by hand or with the drum carder, can we look at the drum carder now?
Absolutely.
Oh, here. You don't want to lean on that too hard.
No. I mean, they do last though. These,
no, I mean looks like it would be kind of
they do
dangerous.
Last. We have people who have had those for 40 years.
Wow.
They last. So this is a blended bat that I made. That's some.
It's called a bat.
It's called a bat when it comes out there. That's some merino. This is some Romney.
Okay. So you're mixing your colors. Okay. Don't get your fingers stuck in there.
That's right. Well, the key to our electric drum carder is the key. So no one can mess with it if the key's not in.
Oh, good.
When the light comes on, we've got push buttons start and stop.
And you're just feeding it in the bottom.
And you can see where the carding has actually happened. You can see how these have started to take off. That's where the carding's actually happened. Now, if you look at other drum carders, they'll have a brush on top, they'll have a third drum, they'll have all kinds of other attachments. The one thing you won't see on those carders is you won't see this happening. They don't have the right kind of teeth. When you're using a drum carder, you need to have a sharpened teeth. Different from the hand carder pads. We use a sharpened teeth. It's the same thing you would find on a mill if you went to a carding mill. Now, this will handle anything from wool to merino to cotton, anything that's super fine, because it is sharpened. That's a big difference between our carders and other people's carders.
So each one of these is sharpened.
You put your finger on it the wrong direction, you will cut yourself.
Well, I won't do that.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But what this does let us do is, without any teasing, without a whole lot of prep, I can actually feed this in sideways, and it'll card that whole thing without having to mess around with it.
Now
that's because of our sharpened teeth and because of the power from the electric drill.
I want to ask a question.
Go for it.
Well, okay, so I'm doing this at home. I was cleaning my wool, my fleece, and my sheep were not closed. So not my sheep, the sheep.
I understand.
And so.
So what you're saying is you have some VM in there.
Well, I cleaned it a lot. A lot.
Okay.
There might be some vegetable matter. And, because of the mud, I got as much of the mud as I could out. There's some teeny tiny tips. I don't know if that's normal or if I should have washed it again.
Let me see. I've got some here. This is from a ranch up in Eugene. We were just a black sheep gathering.
Black sheep is a big woolly gathering up in Oregon.
Yeah. Now they had, so here's some VM that they didn't get out. We'll throw that away. And then you're saying like that?
Like the tips.
Little tips?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we can do is, there's a couple things. We can either try and just pull it out by hand like that. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing we can do, make sure that doesn't fit in there, is take it over here to this board, and we take a flicker. And all you're going to do is tap the end of this.
Okay.
Tap the end of that, and that's open. Now that is actually good enough you can spin right off that, but we'll throw it through the drum carder anyway.
Okay.
So that's, if you have tips like that, That's what you want to do.
So, Roy,
Yes.
when I bring my fleece back tomorrow,
Yes.
it's okay. It sounds like it's okay. I just didn't want to bring you anything that you would consider to be gross. So
Right. No,
okay.
I want something clean.
I've washed it at least 2 or 3 times because, I just kept going, and the ends. So I'll do that. I'll bring it, and then if
I won't say we'll do the whole thing, but we can.
Oh yeah. And then
I'll certainly do a whole bat for you.
I'll do demos for you.
Okay. Right.
Okay, this is awesome. Thank you, Roy.